Here are the best doggy daycare and boarding kennels near you. Before we reveal, please subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to get more videos like this. As paw parents, we'd always want to be with our dogs. But there are vacation plans or work travels, where our furry friend can't tag along. While you're away, you want your pet to relax and be as comfortable as possible. Now, there's a solution. A dog boarding kennels and pet sitting services. Here's what you need to know about dog boarding, and to find the best one near you. Dog boarding versus pet sitting. The main difference between the two is the attention of care and length of stay. One of the things you have to consider is if you want your dog to stay in the environment she's used to. Would she be happier with paw pals around? What does in-home pet sitting mean? It's like hiring a babysitter, but it's someone who takes explicit care of pets. This means a certified pet sitter will come to your home to watch over your dog. If you don't want your fur baby staying in a kennel, then this is the right choice for you. Understandably, there are pet moms and dads who would prefer to have their dog to stay in their own home. After all, some canines get stressed whenever they're outside of the environment that they're used to. For those who want to book lodging for their canine, then the next one is for you. Dog boarding is a dog care option, where your pet would be staying in a lodging facility. It's an excellent option for paw parents who don't feel comfortable having other people in their house. Depending on how long you'll need someone to take care of your dog, you can opt for long or short-term dog boarding. Not only that, there are different kinds of cage-free boarding for dogs. So your pet wouldn't experience any stress of being caged. Most boarding facilities also offer additional services such as grooming, engaging activities, and a bit of behavioral training. Before you check out boarding kennels, you have to think first about the environment that your dog is used to. Questions such as, is your dog a social butterfly and do well with other canines? Is your pooch a barker? Does she enjoy chewing on anything when bored? Or does she prefer to relax in solitude? We will help you pick the right lodging for your pet. Kennel-style boarding for dogs. This type of boarding involves private enclosures that are custom-built for a dog or two. Your pet can enjoy the indoors with sheltered bed space, an open area for food, and an outdoor to play with other boarders. For pets who don't do well with other dogs will do best in kennels, since they are separate from other canines. The dogs will get their potty breaks. Once staff members let them out of their kennel, about 4 times a day. Kennel-style lodging for pets was the most common boarding, but there are other facilities that offer a more personalized and comfortable option. They're also suitable for delicate dogs, as well as the young and old. This kind of boarding will reduce the risk of pets getting sick or picking up germs. Other owners prefer the idea of having their dog enjoy all the comforts of home. Free-range doggy kennels are most suitable for friendly dogs. This kind of boarding kennels has a large, open doggy daycare area for pets to socialize. What operators do here is have the dogs separated, based on their temperament, size, and age. So expect for these kinds of facilities to require owners to bring their pets in advance so they can be assessed. Once their playtime is over, your dog will get to sleep with up to 5 new friends that she made in a large room. Posh hotel for dogs. If you've seen the actual movie, Hotel for Dogs, there really are fancy hotels for pets. They can range from simple and functional, to a 5-star luxury hotel that can wow all pet parents and their furry friends. To give you a head start, a chain of D-Pet hotels has locations in Hollywood, Austin, LA, Scottsdale, and Chelsea. They boast luxury suites, flat-screen TVs, and an à la carte menu. A dog having a nice breakfast in bed, in a fancy hotel for dogs. You can also choose a service for your dog from amazing choices such as a Bentley, Rolls-Royce, or Porsche, and more. Another luxurious hotel is Grand Pet Resort and Spa in Fort Worth, Texas. It's one of the best options as you can keep an eye on your dog via webcam, dog cams. They have a dog-friendly bakery, their signature bone-shaped pool, and private suites. They go the extra mile with flat-screen TVs, soothing music, treats, and even hugs. If you're health-conscious, try Henderson Pet Resort in Henderson, Nevada. They offer daycare and dog boarding services with air purification and hospital-grade disinfection. They also have commercial-grade laundry and dishwashing systems that both sanitize everything that your pooch uses. Expect your pet in safe hands since there's an on-site staff 24/7. And webcam access so you can also check in on your dog. How to pick a good boarding kennel for your dog. Once you find that perfect doggy daycare or pet boarding for your fur baby, you'll probably want to stick with them and their services. It might sound easy, but here are the significant factors when choosing a boarding kennel for your pet. Number 1. Cleanliness of the facilities. It's best if you visit the kennel, so you know the kind of place your dog will be spending her time in while you're away. As tempting as it is to show up unannounced to catch everything in the act, it's best to call ahead and arrange a schedule. Think about what's convenient for the operator of the kennel. With so many tasks to accomplish, it wouldn't be courteous to disrupt the schedule or routine of everyone, especially the dogs that are currently in their care. Once you're there, use your senses to observe. Does everything smell and look clean? Are there areas that are air-conditioned or heated? If possible, visit more than once to verify the consistency of how things are. Availability of drinking water for dogs. Boarding facilities have a lot of activities for their guests, so it makes sense that these pets should have access to fresh, clean water at all times. Especially if a dog is experiencing stress for being in a new environment. Some kennel operators withhold water at certain times to minimize the potty breaks the dog's need. But did you know that certain breeds are more prone to bloat? Those are dogs who are large and over 7 years old, as well as deep-chested canines. The only time that they can limit a dog's water intake is if they're following protocols to avoid bloating. So if this is the case for your pet, let the boarding operator know the reason behind the request. Private access to outdoor runs. A dog keeping cool by swimming in a freshwater pool in a resort for dogs. This would depend on how the facility is designed. Some boarding kennels have a doggy door for each enclosure that will lead the pets to an outdoor field. If the weather permits it, they're left open throughout the day. If during your visit and you notice there isn't a doggy door, ask how many times the dogs are taken out of their enclosures in a day and how long. Once they're out, is it just to pee? Are they allowed to roam and go for a walk for a few more minutes? Ideally, pets should be taken out of their enclosure twice a day, for at least 15 to 20 minutes at a time. Which means staffing is also necessary. If there are too many dogs and fewer people to handle them, that could be a problem. There isn't too much time left for meal preparation, cleaning, and the staff members' breaks. Security of the area. How safe is the boarding kennel? Just in case your pet slips out of her enclosure, is the building door or gate closed to make sure dogs won't be able to go far? Is there a fence that would stop boarders from running into a road? Separation in the enclosures. Consider this factor as some pets have issues and aren't at ease when another dog is present, like someone bigger than them. It's best if there's a visual barrier to reduce stress and keep the peace between the pet guests. Also, canines shouldn't be able to make physical contact when in their private enclosures, such as spaces above or beneath walls. Health emergency protocols. No matter what medical emergency might happen during your dog's stay in a boarding kennel, you'd want to make sure that everyone working there knows what to do. All the staff should be certified in pet first aid. It's also a great facility if they have transportation available all the time. If in case they need to get a dog to a vet, then they'd be easily able to do so. It's advisable to put into writing a list of medical decisions that the kennel operator can make on your behalf, as well as the ones you're supposed to be making. Dog interaction. Your pet's socialization can raise a lot of questions. Some boarding kennels promote dog-to-dog interactions while some may prevent it from happening. It can be tricky as there are dogs who do well in the company of other paw pals. Teaching dogs to play along well with fellow canines can be healthy, especially if it's well supervised and managed. Two dogs are interacting in a play area of a dog boarding kennel, but some have to be kept apart from each other due to being aggressive or fearful. Some pets can't socialize due to injuries, or they're still recovering from an illness or surgery. While elderly dogs can't engage physically the way they did when they were younger. For those pooches who are allowed to interact, the play area should be spacious. It shouldn't consist of more than a group of 10 to 15 dogs. And again, at least one person should be supervising a group. It would help put your mind at ease to know how your pet's playmates are selected. Is it based on size or their temperament? Are the staff qualified in reading dog body language? So they can recognize if any of them is under discomfort, stress, or volatile situations. How would they handle the dogs in such circumstances? If you, as an owner, would prefer not to have your pet playing with other boarders, would the operator and staff respect your wishes? You'd know what's best for your dog. The decisions and requests you make should be honored. Discipline. Another essential thing to know is how they handle misbehavior, like excessive barking or growling. What exactly will they do to the pet boarders? Ask for specific answers, as any type of discipline and handling tools are unacceptable. No matter what, all dogs should be treated with patience and kindness. That's why you entrusted your fur baby to them. If they're certified and qualified with this kind of business, they should know how to manage dogs under their care. Health requirements is another thing. Be prepared to provide your dog's health records, as most boarding kennels will ensure that your dog's vaccines are up to date. Even if you have personal feelings towards their protocols regarding immunization, if you want their service, you've got to meet their requirements. Food handling. Depending on the age, size, and medical background, dogs would have different dietary needs. Would staff members assigned to watch over your dog be able to maintain the kind of diet specified for her? Would they follow your instructions about feeding her? It's a tedious task, especially for those dogs who are used to the raw food diet. Does the boarding kennel have the necessary refrigerators and freezers to store the ingredients and food? Do they also have the time to prepare and mix dehydrated meals? For treats, if you packed stuffed Kongs for a whole week with special treats, will they be able to give it to your dog as she requested? Expertise and staffing. By entrusting your chosen kennel with your dog, you want to make sure that there's always someone available within earshot. Especially if you're leaving your pet overnight or for a few days, ask if there are staff members 24/7. If you find this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell to get notified for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.